do not buy the Galaxy Note 20. Now before you curse me in the comment section, let me tell you why. So there are 7 big reasons why you shouldn't buy the Galaxy Note 20. Number 1. Exynos 990. So for those who don't know, Samsung is notorious for providing the same flagship phones with 2 different chipsets in 2 different regions, which are Samsung's own Exynos globally and Qualcomm Snapdragon in selected regions, which isn't a problem. The problem is that Samsung's Exynos has been inferior to Snapdragon for quite a long time whilst being at the same price, which is ridiculous. And this year, Samsung is giving us Exynos 990 globally and Snapdragon 865 Plus in selected regions. And let me tell you, there is a big performance gap between both of these chipsets, but I somewhat agree to the fact that you won't actually notice the difference, but the prices are same, but so it is quite unfair. Number 2. S Pen's latency. So a big feature that Samsung highlighted at its event was S Pen's 9 millisecond delay on Note 20 Ultra, which makes you feel that you're writing on paper, and it's on the level of Apple Pencil. It is that good. But it isn't present on the regular Note 20. So on Note 20, it is like 26 milliseconds as compared to 9 milliseconds on the Note 20 Ultra. Like, why? If I'm paying $1,000 for a phone, at least give me that feature. Yes, I know that it won't be that noticeable and most people don't use it that often, but what about the people that do? So why not? Number 3. 6-year display. So Samsung is giving you a 1080p AMOLED display here on the Note 20 instead of a 3K display, which is fine since most people won't notice the difference between both. But the problem is that it is 60 Hz. Like what? It is not acceptable in 2020. Like every flagship phone has that feature, and even the cheap mid-range phones like OnePlus Nord also have that feature. And the fact that Galaxy S20, which also costs the $1,000 and it was released this year, also has 120Hz display makes it even more confusing. Number 4. Plastic back. This thing bugged me a lot, that Samsung is giving us a plastic back on a $1,000 phone in 2020, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it feels cheap and it doesn't have that premium feeling that a phone with a glass back gives you. And this is a flagship phone, so why won't you just give us that? It gets scratched easily and is no different from a mid-ranger then. Number 5. No microSD card slot. Yes, Samsung is not giving us a microSD card slot on this phone, which is absurd, and considering that it is only coming in one storage variant, which brings me to my next point. Number 6. 128GB storage. Samsung is giving us only one storage option, which is 128GB, which is unacceptable considering that it is coming in 8K. That takes a lot of storage, and generally it should have been 256GB, and the fact that it isn't even coming with a microSD card slot makes it even worse. Number 7. Price. Now, I could have been fine with the stuff that Samsung is giving us, but this phone is costing a whopping $1,000, which is insane for a phone lacking so many noticeable features. It should have been like $700 or so. $1,000 looks so unreasonable, and in this year where Apple is bringing its iPhone 12 at a base price of $649, it is like Samsung and Apple have replaced each other's place this year. This phone isn't bad, but the pricing is just so unreasonable. It lacks those flagship features that makes a flagship phone stand out. So do not buy it. Instead, go for the Ultra model, which is exceptional only if you can afford it. If not, then buy the Galaxy S20 or the OnePlus 8 Pro, or if not even that, then wait for the Galaxy S20 FE, or if you want an S Pen, then buy the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, which is still a great phone. Or if you are more into iPhones, then wait till October for the iPhone 12 Pro to come, which would also be around $1,000. Because buying this phone, it just seems a waste of money. So do not buy it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe with the bell icon. Also drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys